All right, dreamers. I'm currently in the studio surrounded by iced coffees, sticky notes, and cables everywhere. But my heart, she's already in Round Top. Because sometimes when the creative itch hits, you have to take a little road trip to find some Texas magic. Today, I'll be headed out west to interview inspiring women who are building beautiful empires out of their passions. First up, Curator & Co., owned by Dory Jacobs, a mobile boutique housed in the cutest pink trailer you have ever seen. It's packed with girly dresses, flirty denim, and every accessory your inner Elle Woods ever dreamed of. Dory is proof that sometimes all you need is a dream and a good parking spot. Just down the path, the sunlight hits the sparkle of Sophie Z Jewelry by Alyssa Garcia, where every bandana charm bracelet and dainty sentiment is crafted to make you feel both cool and classy. She's got jewelry for every season and every mood swing. Then there's Words for a Season, created by Abby Gallagher, a calligrapher who literally turns handwriting into wearable art. She makes stunning hand-drawn temporary tattoos, little meaningful words you can wear without the lifetime commitment. It's whimsy, it's intentional, and it's art for your skin. And finally, Sew Southern Stitches, run by Texas mama Tara Johnson, who truly believes you should monogram, well, everything. From baby blankets to denim jackets, she turns the everyday into keepsakes. She's stitching heart and love into every thread. I may not be Dorothy, and these may not be Ruby slippers, but let's see if these boots bring me and the magic to Round Top. Welcome to Round Top, where the air smells like barbecue and creativity, where the fields are full of grit, glitter, and women turning their ideas into something real. So buckle up, pull up those boots, and come wander the fair with us. This is the Mommy Artist Podcast, Round Top Edition. What's up, guys? We're dreamers, we're moms, and welcome to the Mommy Artist Podcast. Now let's get creatively unhinged. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Mommy Artist Podcast. We are here in Round Top, and I've got four beautiful ladies here with me, and I am just so excited to talk to all of you, and I'm just so grateful that you let me come into your shop and all the things.
I am so glad you're here for all the girly fun. This is like the hair and everything pink. It's on point.
I just introduced yourself and your company, and just kind of tell me how, like, your origin story. And you can go first.
Oh, fun. Hi, guys. My name is Abby Riley. My company is Words for a Season, and I actually launched 8 years ago last week. So I just had a birthday.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. I know. It's been a wild, fun ride, but a lot of hard work. But a little origin story is my company's name is Words for a Season. So it's a way to wear something meaningful without committing to a permanent tattoo. They're temporary tattoos. I forgot to say that. We all have words that are put on our hearts for seasons of our lives that encourage us and empower us. So this is that way to essentially wear your word to encourage you.
How long do they last?
I say about 3 to 5 days. They're waterproof. They're very high quality, beautifully fine line aesthetic. So it's that kind of elevated accessory.
Yes, I was going to say, when I looked at your Instagram, they are very fine line, and that's like what everyone wants right now in a tattoo, right? Like the fine line tattoo. Yeah. So, and you don't get that a lot with like temporary tattoos, or if you go on Amazon or look for something, they're not great, and they're not like, I don't know, cute. They're not as cute as yours. And I don't know. I love it. No, I love the idea.
Thank you. And I hand draw everything. So it's all my handwriting and art.
Next.
Okay. I am Dory Jacobs. Hi, Dory. I'm from Curator & Co. And I have been in the retail industry for a very long time. And I was an executive before I decided, you know what? I want to go do this on my own.
Yeah.
So instead of making everyone else money and following their rules, I'm like, I can make my own rules and
boss
do it
vibes.
My girly way. So 2 years ago, got this pretty pink trailer because I can open a storefront. My last company, I was over 100 stores across the US. I'm like, I can open stores, but I really wanted to go where the girlies were and create just a memorable experience they've never had. So
And you said that Round Top has a special place in your heart. So naturally you found yourself.
Oh, this was it was the goal, right? I was like, I want to be here in this family. It's one of my main stops. So after the first year, I said, okay, I'm coming to Round Top. So I started Curator & Co. And like I've said, the ultimate goal for me is just to have all the girlies live their best girly day. I love doing that growing up. I want to make sure they have that.
Mhm.
And I always say you can't have a bad day when you visit a pink trailer with a distilled
Oh
ball.
my gosh, I agree. I
can't.
so agree. Oh my gosh, I can't have a bad day. I'm gonna have the best day. I love it.
Yeah,
I
so
love it.
I created this. I have the boot bar as well. So
Okay.
it's basically ribbons and charms, temporary tattoos. I add those on there because I
Cute.
really love being able to incorporate other
Mhm.
businesses like Alyssa's with her charms. So just bringing anything I can together with tattoos.
And that's
and
curate.
ribbons.
You are like
Yes,
curating.
curating it.
Mhm.
And I try to find things too that you're not going to see like the girl next door wearing.
Right.
Like you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And it's going to be a piece that lasts with you forever.
Mhm.
Also, I love having pop culture items.
Yes.
A lot of people like to call this the Taylor trailer.
Oh my god, I love it.
So I always have been a big Swiftie.
Yes,
so
and the new album just
the
came
new
out.
album.
Oh, perfect timing for you.
Oh, I love it. So I've always done Swift. I
Mhm.
have Swift frames. We're always playing Taylor Swift here. There has
Mhm.
been many dance parties that have happened in the pink
And
trailer.
and what a good role model. I mean, I love Taylor.
Yes.
My daughter loves Taylor. Like, we are Taylor fans too. So
It's just like
Swifties.
the perfect shimmering touch on the pink trailer is
is.
incorporating those Swiftie vibes.
It is. I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
Okay, you're next. I'll give you mine. I'll take
Okay,
yours.
so I'm Tara Johnson and I'm with So Southern Stitches. So I do custom embroidery and have started pop-up embroidery.
Oh.
So yeah, I met Dory at a pop-up and she had this adorable pink trailer and she's going to all these places and I'm like, I feel like I could add like a girly touch to all of her stuff, like she sells bows. Like what little girl doesn't want a monogram bow or their name on a bow? Like that would be so cute. And so like I said, I just slid into her DMs and was like, I don't think anybody's really doing this at Round Top. Like we should give this a try. And she was like, come on down. So I rented a generator at Home Depot. I walk in
Go
a Round
girl.
Top get up and they're like looking at me like, what's this girl doing? I'm like, I need to rent a portable generator for the day.
I'm
Thank you
just
so
a girl,
much. And my husband's at work and he's like, are you sure you're gonna handle this? I'm like, yes, I'm gonna handle this. I'm gonna make this happen. I want to do this and give it a shot. Could it be a bust? Sure. I don't know. I mean, my machine's never been in dirt, but we're gonna give it a try. And so it was so much fun last spring. And so then when she was talking about this, she was like, let's make this bigger and better. So I never started out wanting a business. This was a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out I was pregnant with a girl and was like, I need to monogram all the things. She has to have
and you don't want to pay someone else. Like you can do it.
I think I can do this. I am not a creative. I have always been on the business side of things.
Wait, I'm gonna stop you there. You can't say that, girlie. That's what this podcast is all about.
I am now, I would say, but I
Okay.
was not previously. I
Okay.
never really considered myself artistic. I was very businessy. I got an MBA 8 months pregnant, quit my job, and then never went back to the business world. And my husband's like, so what are we doing here? We're like, well, we're going to start a business. Why not?
Yeah.
So yeah, it started out as a hobby. I had 2 girls, monogrammed all the things, and then it was during COVID, and so I was pretty bored, and some neighbors reached out and like, hey, can you put my kid's name on their backpack? And I'm like, sure. And then they started going to Mother's Day out, and I was twiddling my thumbs, okay, what do I do myself? And I'm like, I think I could turn this into a real business.
Yeah.
So I just started doing little stuff here and there. And then it was 2 years ago in September, I decided to launch an official business. And yeah, then my very first live embroidery event was a back to school event. And I embroidered little girls' names on their collars, on their bows, on their backpacks. And I'm like, for rodeo season, everyone wants a monogram or a bandana that says something cute or their initials. And so I started out with kids. Kids wear them to school and they have their name on them for Go Texas Day. And then I was like, I need to do something elevated for the moms. So I started doing silk bandanas and twillies. Well, I ordered 20 twillies for my first pop-up and they sold out in 10 minutes.
And
I was like, oh, okay, I think the twilly thing is a
I've
thing.
never heard the word twilly until today.
Really?
Yeah. I don't. Am
It's
I
a girly word. I love
hear
it.
that a lot. No, I hear that. They're like, what's a twilly? And then I show up and we're like, you can call it
a scarf?
A flight attendant scarf.
I think it's just an elevated name. I just
Right.
am not aware of, but I love it.
Right.
I love it. I'm gonna
Yes.
just use it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy one.
Yeah. So now I
A
consider
mommy artist twilly. Come on.
There you go. She has curator income. Now I consider myself a creative because I do get to create, but that was never my intention and it was never my personality.
Mhm.
And so it's still kind of bizarre to me when I wake up in the morning and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. Like, this is what I get to do.
Yeah,
So,
you are an artist. You're making art.
right.
And
Yes.
and that's cool. And but like I said, it's a lot of us are late bloomers in that,
Yes.
late realizers, because life and like, you know, maybe your parents or whatever, it's like you need to do this, you need to be in the business world. Art is not a thing you can explore. And I think just now, like in our generation, we're becoming a little bit more like, okay, yes, art is something that you can do, like if you want to explore that.
And
That's
you can
awesome.
make a job out of it.
Yes, you can.
So-
I love it. Okay.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Garcia. I have Sophie Z Jewelry, and Sophie Z is named after my daughter, Sophia. I
Love
call her
it.
Sophie, and her middle name's Zara. And one of my best friends, when she was born, she was like, Sophie Z, Sophie Z, it's so cute. And I was like, and it just kind of stuck with me. But similar to the story to Dory, I worked in retail in the corporate industry for, over 12 years, I guess now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so long. And last year I was laid off of a company that sold, and I was like, okay, what do I do right now? My daughter right now is 4, and I wanted to stay home still. I wanted to still have something where I could be present with her and still be able to like fulfill my mom dreams, but also like I was going up in the corporate ladder and I didn't want to take too much of a step back for too long. And so I started Sophie's Jewelry, just wanting to do the charm bar at first, but then I've been in the jewelry industry for a long time. So I had contacts with manufacturers and vendors and just kind of curated my own assortment, similar to what Dory does. And it's been so fun. It keeps my brain going. It is something fun I can do. And it shows my daughter also like you can use your creativity to do something that like can provide. And so like now I'm like, okay, well, now I'm going to go do a pop-up so I can make money. We can go buy toys after. And she's like, okay. She's always like, can you buy me something at the pop-up market? I always have to buy stuff for her too.
And what you're wearing, is that your?
Yeah, so this is my
beautiful
necklace. So I do with the charm bar, chains, bandanas, beads. This is like a silk braided.
Cute.
And then I also have just like a regular demi-fine assortment. And there's some stuff that's in the trailer that's vintage. And then also like some of the fashion like Dory's wearing, which is awesome.
Pretty.
So pretty. But yeah, and like Dory and I ran into each other last year. And so Sophie's Jewelry is coming up on 1 year in November. So it's pretty new. Not something I would have dreamed about to be around top selling my own stuff, but it's definitely really fun and worth it. And I love that we can be together to like have fun, like it's boring when you go to a market and you're by yourself. And when you have a group of people to do it with, it makes it so much fun. And when you have that positive energy and the positive vibes, people start coming to you and they're like, what's going on over there? So it has been, day 1 was awesome and we're excited for day 2.
Yay. Yeah, it's just the support that you offer each other. It's just so amazing to see. And I love that.
For sure.
Okay. Dory. Yes. How did the pink trailer become your brand signature?
When I set out after I left the corporate world, I said, I want to do this in a different way. So, I didn't want to just do a cargo trailer. I wanted to do something that was truly unique. And I hunted. We found her. We actually found her in New York and drove her all the way down. Also cool. We always were zhuzhing her up. Like when we got her, she rode really low. And I like to say we gave her a butt lift.
Yes.
We flipped I never even knew where axles were until like I have this thing.
Right.
All of the like car terms that I have learned now, it's hilarious. But and then I just keep adding to her. So as we've done this experience, I'm like, okay, what else can I do to make it more girlier? Who else can I bring in? Like the florals that are installed around here is someone I actually met last trip in Round Top. So the Bloom Bar. So she came in and installed these. So I try to incorporate as many people as possible. And because of that, because of these amazing ladies and my 1 a.m. like, hey, can we do this idea or this idea? Every time I text her, I'm like, please tell me if I'm driving you too insane. Having you make this.
I feel like they totally trust you.
They're
and
amazing.
You are just
and they're always
like
down. They're always down for it.
Yes.
Like, even when you set for the podcast, I didn't say, hey, girls, do you want to do a podcast? I was like, hey, we're going to do a podcast on this day.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
So thankful for them because they're able to help me allow this to just grow bigger and better and just really show up for the girlies. And the pink trailer just is becoming what it is because I've had so much support from them, but also my customers. It means the world to me seeing them over and over again. and going, oh my gosh, they love this. How can I lean into this more or add this for them? Because I really try to listen. So the pink trailer has become the pink trailer because of my friends and because of my customers.
That's amazing. Where does she live when she's not here?
So
In your
I
house?
haven't announced this yet. It was in my house. We had like a RV boat storage. We would park her, but all of the product lived with me in my house. Let's just say there's just like racks of clothes. My son, like when he comes home, he was like, okay, how do I get around like all of this? Hunter, he's the best. That kid, by the way, he knows what gross margin is, everything.
Oh
He's
my
only
gosh,
12
how
years
old?
old.
12?
12. And he still knows. He's like, how much did we sell today? What do we need to do? Like, it's always a recap.
From mom.
Anyway, so 2 weeks ago, I'm gonna cry because I'm so excited. 2 weeks ago, we signed a contract, so I now have a corporate office. So I have everything in one space. I have the trailer. I actually want to start my own podcast, so I have a whole podcast studio in there, and then a warehouse. So I have lots of things that are coming down the pipeline.
Let's collab.
Oh my gosh, we're totally gonna collab. But it's just been so great. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a space now where I can bring everything together, and I feel like too it'll be more balanced for me and my family. Like they've been so supportive.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, she's not
Thank
busy.
you.
Thank you for that precious TV
Thank you.
moment, that gem. What piece from your line best represents your current mom era that you're in?
I would say the best piece that represents my current mom era, which is chaos with the toddler.
Yes,
a
ma'am.
preschooler, is just all of the charm pieces. Because with every piece, whether it's on a chain, beads, bandana, whatever, it's just a hodgepodge, right? A charm necklace is a hodgepodge. You can, make it all hearts or crosses or whatever, but most people put in something symbolic for different things and put it together. And as a mom to a preschooler, your life is a hodgepodge. You're constantly late, which is why I was late this morning.
Yes.
You're constantly just having to scramble and put random things together for dinner.
You're reinventing every day.
Yes, every day is different. The questions that a kid asks you are so wild and different every day.
Yes.
And so I don't know. I think that's why I love the charm, because I love creating something for people that they can put in all of the special moments. I had a customer come by yesterday and she was pulling things and she wanted to do something fun for herself. And then she kind of changed and was like, you know what, I'm going to do it for my mom. And I thought she meant she was making a necklace for her mom. Right. So she put mom, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, is this for you or for your mom? She's like, well, my mom passed away, so I want to remember her. And this is for my mom, because it was a little heart that said mom. And then she was like, I want a pearl, because her birthstone is pearl. And she just started building out this something that was so meaningful that she can wear to remember her mom by. And I was like, I love that. It's so beautiful. And I've had a mom and a daughter come, and they made bracelets for each other without looking. And then they switched it after I assembled it.
Oh my gosh,
and it's
cute.
Those things are just so fun. And you can't do that going to a store and just buying a gift at Anthro or Target or whatever. So doing the charm bar has just been able to incorporate my feelings of life chaos, but also helping others have those special moments and put them together.
No, I love that. That's perfect. That's a perfect answer. Abby, have you ever seen one of your temporary tattoos spark a moment for someone?
I have a few arms to my company where I sell directly to consumers on my website, and I wholesale them in boutique. But then I also travel. I live in Dallas, but I do events all around Texas and some nationwide. But so it's really that cool experience to have the 10 tattoo bar where I can actually meet my customers in person.
Yes.
And I've done a few events where this is my first time in Round Top, but I've done I've done Magnolia in Waco, their celebrations. And it's been the sweetest thing. I've had a few people, and I love hearing stories about, I'll get emails and DMs from people. But this one girl, she said that her mom and herself they made it their tradition to come to my tattoo bar every year.
I love that.
And it was so special. So stuff like that. And then actually her mom ended up passing away. And so it just brought me to tears when she emailed me. But it's just that special moment of finding a word, because I have words and then I have flowers and shapes and stuff like that too. But to really see what word is resonating with that person in that moment, what they need. So yeah, so that was just such a special moment. And I've had people like, we're worthy and like, you are enough. And I'm wearing You're Enough right now. So that's always just a beautiful reminder.
Yes.
And so yeah, so it's just beautiful. And then of course I have fun like thematic ones, like let's go girls.
Yeah,
And, that kind of fun stuff for Round Top. So you really can wear words for a season for, like to find strength in your lows, but then also to celebrate that type of life.
Wow, I love that. And you never know what someone's going through too. So
Exactly,
you never know how much you are enough. Those words mean to someone. Tara, you've said you believe in monogramming everything.
Yes.
What is the wildest thing you've monogrammed?
Oh my gosh.
A thong.
No. Yes. No. I didn't actually end up doing it because I was like, I don't know, this is a little weird. It was for her wedding. And I was like, okay, that's really special, but it's also kind of weird for me to think about her wearing it on her wedding. So then she was like, okay, well, actually, I don't have time. We're leaving. And so we didn't end up doing it. But then, she was like, but maybe, for Valentine's Day, you could do, matching for me and my new husband, and you can do his boxers. And I was like, okay, yeah, just, call me. So, no, I didn't actually end up doing it.
No, that's a great answer.
Yet, maybe she's going to call me this Valentine's
And
Day.
if you want to, call her. I mean,
Call
she
me.
might be open to it, might not
As
be.
long I think mail them to me new. Tag.
And plastic, era.
Yes.
Oh
Tag
my
attached. And we can make it happen.
I feel like you're the only one we haven't shown. These are yours monogram stuff, right?
Yes.
Let's show some.
Yeah, so
So cute.
Dory called me and was like, hey, this new album's coming out and we've got to make some showgirl stuff. And I'm a huge Swiftie too. And so this was such an honor
I love
for
it.
her to have me create something custom for our showgirl era.
I'm gonna have to get something for my daughter.
Yes.
So cute.
Yes. So
this is called the hot seat segment. What is your most used emoji?
The dancing like
Hard hands, Taylor Swift.
Okay, mine is a
mine's the crazy face.
love it. Mine is the girl. It's what? I love they're all different. Okay. Favorite road trip snack on the way to Round Top?
ooh, pickle chips.
Ooh. Icy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, beaver chips from Bucky's.
Yes.
Just a nice coffee.
Oh, yeah. We need that caffeine.
The fuel.
The caffeine, the fuel. Okay. Do you believe in aliens?
The jury's out. So.
Okay. Undecided.
Why not?
I do.
Yeah.
I don't. Describe Round Top in one word.
Fun.
Magical.
Dusty.
Okay, last night I texted my girlfriend and I said, Round Top is like Chili Fest. Have you ever been to Chili Fest in college, at A&M?
Mm-hmm.
This is the adult version for rich people.
I always say
Okay.
Coachella, right? It's like
Okay,
Coachella, but for
it
shopping.
just reminded me of Chili Fest from being so dusty.
Love it. Okay, love it. Okay, dream celebrity shopper you'd love to see walking your shop.
Oh, Kelly Wursler. I adore her interior design work, so I would absolutely love to see her.
Awesome.
Okay, can everyone guess?
Taylor
Swift.
Swift. Taylor Swift.
So epic. Okay, mine would be Reese Witherspoon because she has
Oh,
that
yeah.
phrase
So
saying,
sweet.
if it's not moving, monogram it. So, I would love to monogram.
Love it.
I don't know how to answer this one. I mean, just anybody that wants to buy something.
Yeah, I love it. They don't have to be famous. Anybody. This is just a last question I'm going to ask all of the vendors here. And again, if you can't think of an answer right away, that's fine. But Round Top is for
All the girlies.
Inspiration. Okay, yeah, inspiration. Shopping.
Finding gems.
Thank you so much, ladies. I've had the best time. I can't wait to come back and just hang out and be friends. And just thank you so much for being on the podcast. All right, dreamers. It's day 2 here in Round Top, Texas, and the sun is sunning, but we're not letting that stop any of our funning. Today, we're talking to 2 more amazing vendors whose booths shine as bright as all the stars in the Texas sky. Up first, we're talking refined ranch energy, the kind of style that's born from heritage and heart. Twin sisters Alicia and Margaret McCallan, the sister duo behind Estancia Clothing, a brand that embodies elevated ranch wear for women on the go. These are effortless pieces, you guys, that carry you from pasture to party without missing a beat. It's more than fashion. It's family, craftsmanship, and that quiet kind of confidence that comes with knowing exactly who you are. And we're ending the day with the magical Giovanna Taylor, the owner of the G's Knees Boutique, whose motto is feel the fear, but do it anyways. Her eye for fashion is insane. She turns thrifted vintage pieces into super fun art. I've already bought a jacket and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. So let's go to Round Top Day 2, babies. What's up, guys? We are here with Estancia Clothing, and I'm so excited to talk to these sisters. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about the company and how it started. Go ahead.
I have the mic. I have the power. I feel so
All the
powerful. The amount of power.
power.
Okay. So I'm Alicia McGowan. This is my sister Margaret McGowan.
And I'm Margaret.
Okay. All right. And we're twins, fraternal. We don't look alike.
my
And we started this company in 2020, as many businesses began.
Right?
In the doldrums of that summer where we had literally nothing to do and we were both at home. We were super
Both in
bored.
San Antonio?
Yeah, in San Antonio. Yeah. And
I was living in Los Angeles at the moment, and I moved back for COVID.
Right.
And then my sister and I were like, let's start this company.
Okay.
So she's going to keep going how the company came
Sure.
to fruition, like what our inspiration and all of that is.
So the story behind the company is we grew up on a cattle ranch in South Texas. And so growing up there, we would go, work cattle or we'd go, hunting, fishing, things like that with our family. And we would always wear like our dad's or our brother's clothes that like didn't fit right, that like didn't make us feel good in our skin. And so I always kind of felt like a phony, like even if like I'm out there on the hunt, like I'm not really included because nothing fits me. I'm a woman. Women aren't super included in the hunting and ranching world.
Right.
Which I don't love. So we always talked about someday maybe creating a woman's line for hunting and ranching. And yeah, just being more inclusive. And so when COVID hit, that kind of came out of our brains.
So y'all were separated. And then COVID came. Y'all came back together to make this brand.
Exactly.
And how was it making a brand with your sister? Tell me like the ups and downs, the highest high and the lowest low.
Do you want the real answer?
Yes,
or do you
I want the real
podcast
No,
answer?
this podcast is real.
Well, the best thing is that we know each other really well, but that's also the worst thing too, because like we know each other's strengths and we also know each other's weaknesses. So it's really easy to poke at those things
Push
and
each
to be
other's
like,
buttons.
exactly, and be like, hey, why didn't you do this? I already know like why this is happening, or like why is this timeline not being met? It's because
And y'all are
usually
both
that's me.
like super intelligent. I can just tell you're very intelligent, worldly, like well-traveled women. And it's just
so
like I'm sure
sweet.
your expectations of each other are so high just because you're just I'm just impressed with you guys for sure. You guys are
You're
you
so
guys
sweet.
are the real they're
we
the
like
real
to
deal, y'all.
we like to act worldly, but
No,
we're from
I
San
can
Antonio,
already
Texas.
tell. No, I
But
can
yeah,
tell
I
y'all
mean,
are.
I think it was like hard and wonderful at the same time. Like working with family can always be hard. Like I really love working with my sister because it feels like kind of like working with myself. That's the thing about twins. When you grow up with a twin, especially fraternal, you develop the strengths that are their weaknesses and vice versa. So like I'm really outgoing and love talking to people. Margaret's really shy. But I'm also a chaotic mess and an artist, and Margaret's very meticulous and detail oriented. So when we separated for the first time, it was a huge learning curve for me to be able to fill in the gaps of what Margaret used to do for me.
It's type A and type B. And I want to make sure everything is perfect. But also, I super respect her art practice. I don't understand how she does what she does.
So like this is the finished product. So this is one of our gigantic shawls. It's like the biggest shawl we ever made. I can show you the real thing, but it's huge. It's a silk shawl, yeah.
Well, say the name. Sally
It's
Silk
the
Shawl.
Sally silk shawl. So this is like one of our best sellers ever, but it came from just little pen drawings like this that I made. And then my sister photographed them, digitized them, and painted them digitally.
Yeah.
And then made the scarf out of it.
So yeah, that's mostly our process. We basically start with Alicia, and she draws everything.
I mean, not always. Usually it's not pen because pen is very meticulous.
Oh, well, you have your paintings.
I also have
too.
painting.
So
So
like our
we
bug twilly.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
choose different mediums for different purposes. So the bugs, any oil painting is going to pop a lot more than a pen drawing, and then the thing that's going to recede the most is watercolor. Anyway, we like to use multiple different mediums to create depth in the scarf, because a lot of scarves you see can get really flattened out because they're all done digitally or they're all done in the same way. So that's what Margaret's genius is. I told her not to use my watercolors. I was like, don't use those. They suck. Don't use this. It's not good. And she did, and it's beautiful.
When did the idea of estancia like start feeling real? Do you remember the moment when you were like, this is something that's actually going to happen?
Honestly, when I came home during COVID, I was wrapping up fashion school. I was about to graduate. I just landed my first job, and I felt like I really had like a good foundation under me that I could do something. And we both have always felt like we are interested in fashion. We've always been interested in fashion, but
And knowing you kind of want to own a bit, you knew you wanted to own a business.
we
Is that
did, yeah.
something?
We just knew we wanted to work together because I think it came from art school because we did so many projects together.
As an artiste who had freshly graduated from UT Art School, I was like, I'm not gonna make like clothing. I'm gonna be an artist. Why do I need to make clothing? That's dumb. And so Margaret was like, please, Alicia, like you need to be part of this project. Like this needs to be a thing. And so finally I was like, oh my God, fine. And so Margaret made the entire clothing line. I made one scarf. We had our very first show and it sold out. And then we had another show, sold out again.
Wow.
And then another one and another one. And it kept happening. And the silk grew to be almost 50% of our business. And I was like, oh my gosh, people actually like what I'm doing. But it was that first show, that turning point that we had at the Botanical Garden in San Antonio, that we sold almost everything in the booth. And I was like, people actually care about what I'm doing. Like, I'm just like a random kid, you know?
And that's the other thing about Alicia. She does not know how incredible of an artist she is. She plays herself down so much.
So who are your clients mostly coming in wanting custom
That's a great
ranch
question.
wear?
So a lot of our clients are women who grew up hunting and ranching and like us never felt super included. We do get like, I would say our customer base is like 3 different tiers or 3 different groups of people. One is women in ranching, one is women in shooting and hunting, and another one is women in equestrian sports. So oftentimes people are going to be wearing the vest and some of the nicer shirts for those like sporting events, like competition shooting, horseback riding, things like that. And then some of our other like items they're going to wear a little bit more in the ranch, like the Gigi blouse, which is like another of our best sellers. So people are a little more comfortable that way. But yeah, it's just women like us. It's usually women from the South, women who like to be outdoors, women who are a little bit rough and tumble but want to look nice
care about
and
fashion.
elegant.
You
Yeah,
care
who
about
care
how they
about how
look.
they look. Exactly.
And I will say our motto is basically like ranch wear for women on the go. So like you can wear it into like HEB or you can wear it like out in the field. Even like the scarves, like sometimes I'll be wearing a dress and it's a little bit cold and I just like put a shawl over me. That's her amazing art on it. So yeah, we want it to be versatile.
How can we find your brands?
Yeah, so the easiest way to find our brand is online, estanciaclothing.com. But I mean, the main portions of our business, we've got online sales direct to customer, we've got trade shows direct to customer, and then we do a lot of volume in wholesale. And then we also do custom commissions, oftentimes for nonprofits for like fundraising purposes.
Great.
So we just got hired by the Alamo to do a scarf for their fundraiser. We got hired by the Witty. I know. I'm so
That's amazing.
I know, I'm very
You're trying to
lucky.
like rush over that.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very lucky to work with the partners that we have. And yeah, we have a lot of people who like are so supportive of our brand and like love what we do. And like, that's just so touching to me because I'm just like a random girl.
So, if you could give a one piece or a couple of pieces of advice to other women out there who are creative, who are maybe even scared to jump into it, what would you say?
I have thought about this. But I would say the main thing I've learned is don't stop doing what you love just because you have setbacks, because you're going to have setbacks in business, whether it be issues with a business partner, taxes, finances, licensing, all sorts of you're going to run into issues that you never expected, even little ones like showing up to a trade show and you don't have electricity, or you know showing up to a place that you thought you were selling and like there's not enough space and things like that. And so just trying to find a way to mitigate those problems and remember like the purpose, like why you started the company, and like that's what's going to pull you through. And it's so silly, I used to hate it when people would say this to me, but success is built on a mountain of failure. It's so true. And so yeah, we've we've had a lot of like things where we're like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, we can't get past this huge problem. But then we figure it out. So,
And I would say for me, I agree with that. Like, basically, Alicia loves doing art, so she's always going to do her art. I love doing product development, so I'm always going to do product development. But when you do hard things, yes, it might be really hard in the moment, but the hard thing that you're doing in that moment is worth the reward at the end of the day because it's what you love. And I also would say, don't be afraid to ask for help. And I'm always really scared to ask for help, but I just have to swallow my pride and I just have to ask for help. And we've had a lot of help because it's only two of us doing all of this. So we're always asking for help. Like the other night, we didn't have electricity and we didn't just sit there and we're like, well, we don't have electricity. We like walked around and we were like, yeah.
Time to make friends.
And that's just, and that's just like, that's a very small example, but you're always going to need help to have a successful business. So,
Okay, now we're going to do the hot seat segment. Who is more likely to be late, Alicia or Margaret?
me, every time.
Okay, each of you describe your business in 3 emojis.
Horse emoji.
cactus emoji,
I don't want to
heart emoji.
That was good. I like that. Which fabric represents your personality the best? Silk, denim, or leather?
This is the most Margaret question I've ever heard in my life.
Let me guess. Silk.
Yep. There you
For
go.
you.
Margaret Silk.
Mine's denim.
Denim? I can see.
That's because she developed denim for years.
An
That's
elevated
why.
denim, though.
Okay.
Not just a
Margaret
gap.
thinks she's
It's
denim,
denim.
but that's like her personality. She thinks she's denim, but really she's silk.
I like
And I'm
that.
just leather.
I actually kind of agree with that. And I think I said denim because I used to work for a denim company for about 4.5 years. And it was all denim. Denim all day long. But I think she's saying silk because I'm like a delicate.
You seem silky to me. I would say silk.
Very elegant.
I would not say I wouldn't be like you seem like a leathery person. But like if Estancia had a signature song, what would it be?
My sister loves this song called Super Trooper. She plays it when she's having a hard time. Like, it gives her the confidence to push through hard
Hey,
things.
cue Super Troopers.
Super Trooper, something. We're both Super Troopers. No, I'm just a regular person. You're a Super Trooper. I don't need the song to do life.
One thing you'll never travel to a show without: electricity.
Electricity.
We sometimes tend to like do too much because it's only two of us trying to travel to a show. And we should probably do better about that. But like, yeah, Advil, Tylenol, cosmetics, stuff like that. And then the most important thing I would say is clothing.
Yeah, your merchandise.
Well, yeah, like, it's always the little things like having like thread and needle to like put a button back on, or like having a fan because it's like kind of warm.
I choose my answer, a fan.
Fan, yes.
Especially
Y'all need
since-
like full air conditioning units.
No, I know. Especially
Next
like
time.
I'm like such a weakling when it comes to the heat.
Round Top is a place where
Dreams come true.
and you.
I was gonna say where people buy antiques.
That's good. That is a place. Round Top is for
Round Top is a place for building community. It's not just about
Nailed
buying
it.
antiques. That's what people think, but that's not what it is. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand because she has never been here. I'm like, no, you don't understand. We're going to make all these friends. We're going to meet all these lovely people. And then we're going to see them again next year. And it's going to build this like basically community of makers and business owners who are kind
Supporting
of
each
like,
other.
yeah, it's kind of like our coworkers because we don't have coworkers. When I talk to my friends about their jobs, they're like, oh God, my boss is the worst. I'm like, oh yeah, me too. It's me. I'm the boss.
Oh, it's me.
Get it? I'm like, it's me. I'm the problem. So it's like here, people get it.
I would say the same thing. My boss is the worst because technically you're my boss.
I'm so excited that I got to meet these sisters. Love you. Bye. I am here with the beautiful and creative Gia. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for letting me come and, sneak into your shop. And I see you even have like people walking around right now. And I just
Yeah.
appreciate you letting me be here
Of course.
in your space.
Of course. Anytime.
Yeah. So how many years have you been coming to Round Top?
So I did my first pop-up in Round Top in actually 2 years ago, I think.
Mhm.
I did a pop-up outside the Monarch Boutique.
Mhm.
She was in the Forts area by Hinkle Square. And then I did 2 more shows of pop-ups, and this is my second full-time show at the Arbors. So,
Awesome. So can
yeah.
you tell us a little bit about your business, and kind of how it started?
Yeah, so I actually started with bleached bandanas.
Okay.
I was just looking for like a creative outlet with my job. I was working in retail, but I did a lot of the back office stuff,
Okay.
and I've always been very creative, and I needed something to do outside of that
Mhm.
job that was not very creative at all. And so I
Right.
just started bleaching bandanas. I've always been into things that are different and unique and one of a kind. So
Mhm.
I was newly married. We were in like a 650 square foot apartment, and I'm bleaching bandanas
You're
in
like
our
bandana
bathtub.
stuff
Yeah, in
everywhere.
our bathtub. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how that ever even worked out, but that's how I started my business, was with that. And then just as I went full time a year and a half ago, I went more into the clothing side because I love unique pieces that are one of a kind. So
Mhm.
everything I do is thrifted. So everything is literally one of a kind.
So do you go out thrifting personally? Like you go
Yes.
out and you find every
Uh
piece,
huh.
you bring it back, and then you allow people to like design what they want, or how does that process work when they come in here? Because I see you have like patches and like customizable fabrics and
Yeah.
different. So are you creating it? Are you helping them? What's the
Yes, I help them.
situation?
Yeah. So
Okay.
so for the spring show, it is a lot easier to find jackets, obviously, because
Mhm.
it's like during the winter time normally.
Mhm.
And so I went on President's Day to thrift, and I had over 200 pieces I found that full day. There's a few
Awesome.
thrift stores in my area, or like an hour
Is you good?
away from me, and I thrift them, and then I have like a laundry. Well, at that point, I wasn't doing a laundry service, so I washed every single one of them in my home.
Wow.
Yeah. I learned my lesson with doing that.
Wow.
But
It's like the jobs you don't see that come with like your job, like
yeah,
doing the laundry. Like me when I'm like
right.
trying to do like film stuff or like equipment stuff, I'm like, this is not really what I just like all the different jobs that come along with the job.
Yeah. And so I kind of go through then after I wash everything, and I make a lot of the vests into jackets, or I crop a lot of them. And then, yeah, I just have everything hung up. I take all the tags out of everything because the sizing is so different with like thrifted pieces. They've been
Mm-hmm.
worn so many times and washed, and a lot of times they don't fit like what the tag sizing is. And so I stamp my logo in them, and then I hang them all up, and people, they can pick out whichever one they love on them the best,
Mm-hmm.
and pick out what they like. So whether that's fabric for the back, whether that's ruffle sleeves, patches to layer, they pick out what they like, and I help them put it together. Because a
Cute.
lot of times it's really hard for people that don't have a creative vision
Mm-hmm.
to put something together, and it can be really overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And so this show, that's why I have the inspo board with
Mm-hmm.
all pictures of things that I've done in the past, just to give people an idea of
Mm-hmm.
what their jacket can look like.
That's awesome. And I've seen this a lot with hats. Like I just recently went to a birthday party for my son and they had the hat bar,
Yeah.
with all the patches, but I have not seen it like so customizable, so with so many different options and with the jackets and the vests. I think that's super
Yeah.
cool.
Thank
I
you.
love it. I can't
Thanks.
wait to
It's
like
fun.
get in there after the interview and
Yeah.
I want to make one. I'm
Yeah,
excited. But
it's
you'll have to
fun.
help me. Okay. So you said you worked in retail before. Like when you were younger, like say high school, did you fancy yourself like a creative?
No, not at all. No, I mean, my mom is not a creative person. Like I mean, she says that too. That's just like, I don't know where she gets it from. My granny knew how to sew, but
Uh-huh.
she would like hem skirts and
Uh-huh.
stuff for me, but I never knew how to sew or anything growing up. And so, no, I did not. I went to Dallas Baptist University for
Uh-huh.
my degree.
Uh-huh.
So I like did not, I majored in Christian studies. Like I did not see myself where I am now. So it's
Wow,
really cool.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you had it in there, like in some way, like I mean, like making posters or like anything, like
Yeah, I did.
or
I
like with
loved
your fashion.
calligraphy
There
and
you
stuff
go.
in high school. And so I was always a little bit artistic in that way. And then my mom and I would love to go thrifting and that sort of thing. I always loved finding the best deals. And so that definitely played a part into it too.
Yes. And so now, can you imagine like not doing? Is it like
No.
fulfilling some like?
Oh yeah, no, I know this is what I was created to do.
That's
was
amazing.
To do this. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, what is your favorite part of your creative process? Is it the finding? Is it the thrifting? Is it the creating?
I think it's when I help somebody make something and it's theirs. And so I know they are taking home a piece that they are so proud of because they created it. Because that was really why I started the G's Knees was because I loved having pieces in my closet that I knew I was the only one that had them. And so it's so fun to see somebody else create something that they were able to come up with, even if they aren't a creative person, and to be proud of it and to know that nobody else is going to have that vest or jacket that they're wearing.
Yeah. And I'm sure you get to like see first-handedly them, you know, maybe being creative for the first time themselves, and you're like helping them and like as they go. And that's really cool.
Yeah. And encouraging them too. I have so many people that they're like, I'm so boring. I don't like any color. Like, I'm so boring. I'm so boring. And I'm like, no, like that's okay. Like, that is not a negative. It's not a negative thing. You can have some neutrals. That's okay.
But yeah, I even find like with my nail color sometimes, because my brand's very colorful and pink, and people will come to me like, how do you, and it won't even be like a crazy color. It'll be like a hot pink or something. Like, how could you wear that? Like, I would just, you're so brave.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not, you just do it. Like, just, you know, you just got to go for it. And then I don't know if they care what people think or what the deal is, but I mean, as soon as you just start being free and being yourself, you know, all of that goes away.
Yeah. That was the other reason too, was growing up, people would always say, oh, I could never pull that off. Like, I would wear something and that's what they would say. I could never pull that off. I could never wear that. I'm like, yes, you can. You just have to have the confidence. Like, you can totally wear that.
Yes. And I found with getting older, I'm getting more confident for sure. How do you feel when you see someone wear one of your pieces that you helped create that feels good, like when you're kind of just like out in the wild? Like,
I feel so proud.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw somebody wearing one, and well, the first couple first times I saw somebody wearing one, I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, like one time it was a mom and daughter duo in Home Goods. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
did you go up to her and be like, that I made that?
I would know. I like, part of me wanted to, but I was like, I don't want to be weird. So
I know. Oh my gosh, no.
But it makes me very proud.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Now we are going to do something called the hot seat segment. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. What is your most used emoji?
The laughing face, the one that's angled to the side.
Okay.
The new laughing face.
Okay. Can you do it? Tongue out.
Or I guess we're that one, the one that I just did. You know,
This is a crazy question. Would you rather fight 10 rabbit-sized horses? Think of it. Or one horse-sized rabbit?
Horse-sized rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's your dream client?
Oh.
Or dream person to like walk in here?
Ooh. Maybe this is not dream, but this would be a really fun one. Meghan Maroney.
Yes.
She can make a really cute jacket.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is cute. I like that too. Okay. Here's the thing. You can only wear neutral colors for the rest of your life. Or you can never use any bling for the rest of your life. No glitter, no shiny.
Neutral.
You'd rather wear neutrals?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you can't go without bling.
Right.
Right. Same. Probably same.
You can bling up a neutral.
Probably same. Oh, you're so right. Okay. One word to describe your personal style.
Different. I mean, it's like, no, I don't have a style, like a category.
Like,
I guess.
unique.
Yeah, unique.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like a boring word, but I guess
No, it's true. It's true. If you had a walk-up song when you're like walking up to come to work, like pump you up, what would it be?
I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
I love it. You knew exactly.
It's my karaoke song too.
You knew oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Would you rather be boring or too much?
Too much.
Same. Duh. Duh. If your brand had a scent, what would it be?
Orange vanilla.
Oh. Have you thought of that
favorite
before?
Scent. It's like my house scent too. I get candles poured in. There's a lady in Houston who she pours candles. They're non-toxic candles. She pours the orange vanilla scent in all of my candles in my house. It's the only scent I light.
Round Top is for
everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, even for not shoppers. If you're not a shopper, that's okay. That's okay. You can be a looker.
Yeah,
there's so many things to look at,
and it's kind of a culture, right? It's an experience.
It's fun.
To be here.
It's a whole experience. Yeah, you can't describe it.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to, and I hope I can't wait to go shop your shop, and I hope I see you again sometime. All right, besties, my glass is empty, but my cup is full, and that means it's the end of the episode. Remember that you can't have butterfly conversations with caterpillar people, and that everyone out there is trying their best. Love you. Bye. You can find the Mommy Artists podcast on YouTube to watch the full video. Give it a like, hit subscribe, and come back next week for more iconic chaos and creative magic. But no worries if not.